For our first social studies lesson today, boys and girls, we're going to do Unit 3 review in our homework and practice book, the reflections one. So go ahead and find pages 32 and 33. We're going to start on page 32, and at the top it says Unit 3 review. Okay, and we're going to answer 6 questions together today, and I have Little Blackie here to help me. So I'm going to write Little Blackie's name at the top. You're going to write your name, first name and last name. Go ahead and practice that. Little Blackie here. And then we're writing today's date. So today is May, and we write that with a 5 when we write it the short way. It's the 5th month. And then today's the 4th of May, and then the year is 2020. Make sure you put your little dashes in between the numbers there, okay? All right, so number 1, we're looking at 3 pictures here: a school bus driver, a veterinarian, and a teacher. We're going to circle the 2 pictures that show people who work at school. Okay, so we have the school bus driver would work at a school, and a teacher would work at a school, but not a veterinarian, so we can cross them out, okay? And then the next line, number 2, we're going to circle the picture that shows a school map. Okay, so the first picture here, let's look at that. That's a map of California. The next one here, can you tell what that is? It's got a bench and trees and a fountain. To me, it looks like a map of a park, so that's not a school. This one here, you can see the basketball court. There's the 2 basketball nets, and then there's looks like a classroom over here and a cafeteria. So this one is going to be the map of the school. Okay, number 3, circle the worker who does not work in a community. Okay, so we have a police officer, an astronaut, and we have a florist who sells flowers. Okay, so the one who does not work in a community would be, do you know which one it is? Right in the middle here, the astronaut. Yeah, that's not a community helper, although it is an amazing job. So then we're going to go up to the next page, and we're going to start at number 4. It says, we're going to circle the pictures that show goods, okay, something you can buy with your money. So the first picture here is a baker, this is a doll, and this is a baseball bat and a ball, okay? Can we buy a baker? We can't buy a person, okay? But we could buy a doll with our money once we've earned it, and we could buy a baseball bat and a ball and go play baseball once we've earned the money. So those are goods, okay? And then the next one says to circle the pictures that show jobs from long ago, okay? So we know that this is a switchboard operator. This is the way that phones used to work, and we don't have to do that anymore. Okay, this is the mail carrier, and he could take messages via horse. We don't do that anymore. We can use cars and trucks to carry mail. And then the last one here shows a flower truck, which is not from long ago, that's from now. Last question. We're going to circle the picture that shows where Booker T. Washington lived when he was a boy. So remember, he grew up very poor, so he wouldn't have grown up in like a city building right here, because that wouldn't even have been around then. He wouldn't have grown up in a tall apartment building because those weren't around then. But this is like a little hut, and that's where Booker T. Washington grew up. So you're going to circle that. Okay, so your exit ticket goes at the top of this page for this activity right now. There you go, all done. That was our Unit 3 review.